Let's suppose you're surrounded by a sea of people and you don't know whether those people are people that get it on sustainability the way you do, or even how to have a conversation with them. The Achilles heel of most of us who have a real passion and interest in these things is the terminology that we insist on shoving down the throats of other people who don't get it yet. Obviously, they're busy people. Everybody's busy, everybody's in a hurry. It's very hard to figure out how to make a connection with them on a topic like sustainability. And if you think it's hard with people, try it with businesses who are very, very preoccupied with the bottom line and things that are important to them and their stakeholders. And if we come along and we say, excuse us, we'd like you to add sustainability somewhere in there. They're going to say, yeah, well, we'll get to that. But first we got these things to do. These are really important business issues, then we'll get to sustainability. So here's my suggestion. Don't do that. It's not going to work unless you talk their language. The large institutional investors are very, of course, concerned about the way in which they invest their money. They don't want to invest in risky investments. And therefore, they're looking at these new kinds of forces on companies. Just curious, to what extent do you think that big blue iceberg of value of yours is going to be impacted by climate change? Now, all of a sudden, this becomes a business issue. What does Wall Street have to do with sustainability? Or what does sustainability have to do with Wall Street? A guy that used to be the chief economist for the World Bank, Nicholas Stern, did this study, and he put some numbers around the rhetoric that earlier economists talked about in terms of climate change. He's not talking about saving the environment or even saving society. He's talking about saving the economy. All through the 70s, all through the 80s, all through the 90s, all through the early 2000s, about 70 to 80% of us said, we really care about these things, and we're only going to deal with businesses that are more responsible or who have products that are greener products. Only 10% of us actually did that. Last year, it went up to 20. This is huge. Sustainability is much like a journey. It's very hard not to get ahead of the people that we're trying to engage in this. If we do, we're going to lose them. Maybe what you should do is not talk about sustainability. Maybe you should just talk about asset management. Why don't you help them understand how sustainability strategies can enable all of their existing goals, help them achieve these existing goals. You can make more profit. I deliberately factored it down 5 times to get it down to 38%. This is a smart business strategy. And that's why the business case for sustainability is absolutely essential for us to be able to engage the business community in bottom line dollars. That's what we're going to talk about today, the business case for sustainability.